Man, what is going on, everybody? Whew. All right. I don't know if you've been seeing all the things that are going on today with Starfield, but there has been quite a bit. And I actually might even talk about one, if we're really cutting or lacking on things to talk about for Starfield before we get to the dev Q&A. There will be one thing I actually do talk about with Destiny 2, but I don't think we're gonna run out of things to kind of talk about until we get to the dev part. So we'll see what the devs kind of give us. Really kind of looking forward to that, and we are already seeing quite a bit of information actually dropped today on the Starfield. So is that it? Is that it? Friendly reminder, Constellation members, our Q&A with Will and Amel. Let me bring this over. They just dropped this. Literally 2 minutes ago. So I will be... How do I hide this side panel? Can I hide the side panel? Maybe I can't. I don't know. But right down here, friendly... Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, friendly reminder for Constellation members, our Q&A with Will and Amel will start in 40 minutes, 15 minutes prior. We will open up no access. So, little code there. I'll do, where's the Starfield emoji? There it is. Boom. There we go. You won't be able to access it before then, so don't worry if you can't see this yet. Okay, so there we go. It is going to be in no access. We just can't see it yet. So we got 40 minutes, so we can talk about whatever we need to talk about. Go look at all the things Starfield. Yeah, you can see in 2 minutes, literally hundreds of people have already been dropping different tags out here. So it's just kind of funny. A lot of people were waiting for it. Yeah, in the Discord, I did drop all the different things that were kind of shown off today. It was a lot. Man, it was a lot. It seemed like for 30 minutes, maybe even like an hour straight. It was just like a drop, maybe like every 15 minutes or so. But yeah, they definitely dropped the Twitter thing. We'll go take a look at this on Twitter. But and there you go, the preload. The game did go gold. It's fantastic. That is great to hear. And there you go. Another thing, I'll actually bring this up on the Chrome. You know what? I might actually just bring up Discord on the web browser. That way it's a little bit easier to go back and forth between. Let me do that. Let me do that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That'll be a little bit better. It's also a little bit bigger font too, so I imagine that's probably better for you guys on the stream. You can see things a little bit better. So is that better? Oh yeah, that's a lot bigger. And also we got rid of that sidebar too, so that's good. Yeah, there we go. A lot better. So I tell you what, I'm gonna move this off to the side so I can keep track of this kind of on the side anyways. Boom, there we go. Alright, so if you hadn't seen all the different things, but yeah, I'm really kind of glad we at least got an update about the dev Q&A. But Starfield was busy today. I tell you what, let me go to profile because I basically retweeted out like everything. So obviously, if you haven't seen the PC that they built and they showed off, I forgot who this Mods by Ben is the computer designer that built this PC game. There's actually a video out there on YouTube on his channel showing off kind of the design process, the inspiration, and the modular design methodology that goes into building ships in Starfield. And he basically took that in consideration into how things kind of appeared for this PC build, which is very, very cool. I mean, that looks I've never seen a computer PC look like this. Like, I mean, I know there's been some custom builds before, but this looks very impressive. And Bethesda and Starfield, like they're kind of going all out right now with a lot of the different things that are that they're kind of showing off. But anyways, they did show off this morning. They did tweet out some more timeline things, but they've already fully like they've already fully revealed this timeline. Right, if you scroll to the bottom, everybody was kind of talking about this here the other day, and this is kind of what threw me off the other day, is because the timeline from the other day only had up to like 2160 or something like that, and so I'm like, okay, but it just linked to the Starfield homepage, and I didn't notice it all the way at the bottom, or it just didn't appear. So, Jose, what's going on, brother? So, but yeah, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you got the full timeline. So I'm wondering if the full timeline was actually supposed to be revealed before they kind of go through this Twitter drip feed timeline that they're kind of seem like they're on the path for. But you know, it is what it is. Don't get it right all the time, man. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Year 21. If you haven't seen this, if you haven't seen this, let's just go through this real quick. Year 2167, Cheyenne is settled by Solomon Coe, who founds its first settlement in Aquila City. Cool, very cool. None of the screenshots, by the way, none of the screenshots from the ones from the other day or this morning are anything different from footage that we've seen already from the Starfield Direct. So nothing really new shown off in the screenshots or anything like that. Year 2188, Solomon Coe invites Volley, I think that's how you say it, Volley, to join Cheyenne in a new alliance, the Freestar Collective. So obviously that would be it's going to be really bad when we get into the game and Freestar Collective is founded in 2186. Someone screwed up on the typo, man. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Year 2194, after the UC expand their borders into the Narian system, people of Narian vote to join Freestar Collective. Now, this is missing some of the timeline here, because we go back to... So, I mean, this is the whole 2194, so yeah, the Twitter post here is missing a little bit of of the real timeline, I guess, that's on the website. So, okay, fair enough. And let me know if you hadn't seen that timeline, because I don't mind. We can go through that. We got about 30 minutes to kill until we get to that dev Q&A. The UC moves are year 2196. The UC moves a fleet into the Narian system, and Freestar responds in kind. The Narian War begins. So what was really kind of interesting, and I guess we can just kind of go back to that main timeline. What was really kind of neat to kind of see is, scroll down below here. Where's UC Vanguard? Okay, so this should end. Yeah, okay, yeah, the Colony War effectively comes to an end with the Battle of Cheyenne. And it was actually started, I believe, right here. Yeah, the Colony War officially begins. So the Colony War actually only lasts for about 4 years here. So what was kind of neat to see was this was not the first and only war that between the UC and Freestar Collective. There was the Narian War here in 2196. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. And the Narian War seems like it lasts, 20 years? 20 years? Yeah, 2196 to 2216. The Narian drags on as public sentiment sours. Finally, the Treaty of Narian is signed by the UC and Freestar Collective in 2216. ending the conflict, the term settled system, is formalized in the treaty. So that's kind of interesting. So the settled systems is like a formal, like, area of space that seems like it's really the UC and Freestar Collective. So that's kind of neat. What's going on, Diet? How you doing, brother? How long you been live? I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, 11 minutes. Not long. Not long. Just wanted to kind of go through all the stuff that, Starfield's been sending out today, and even talk about some of this timeline stuff, because this was kind of neat to kind of look through some of the backstory. And I'm sure, once we get into actual Starfield, we're only going to get a whole lot more of the detail on, this backstory and leading up to Starfield. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing some of that. I wonder how many, like video, and I guess, what was that one? The settled systems video that we got. Roughly, what was it? Last week or the week before, the one about a kill a city, and there was a flashback to the mechs in combat. I wonder if we're gonna get any like video stuff, any kind of like video or animated clips like that in Starfield, but showing the history of like all this timeline type stuff. I think that would be pretty neat if they did that. Milo, what's going on? 619. Is that your area code? Has anyone thought of VATS would be in the game, but works differently than Fallout 4? Man, that is such a great question. VATS from Fallout. I'm not gonna. We haven't seen any evidence of it, except for there's some hints at some skills might be some abilities around the VATS system, right? Around the VATS system. So we haven't seen it, but I wouldn't be shocked if it is actually there. And to be pretty honest, there is. Let me open up OneNote because I'm gonna move this aside real quick. There is skills. Oh my gosh. So I am planning to make a video about this. I haven't got around to it because it's going to be kind of a long video, but I'm going to need to do it soon because we are getting into like 2 weeks of just nonstop kind of things going on here. But Starfield Reddit skills. So this Reddit post, which I need to save this link. I don't know why I didn't save it. I thought I had it in OneNote, but I didn't. So skills, Reddit source, boom. There we go. So this is a really in-depth breakdown that this guy does. Here, get off. And where is it? This? Read more. There is Starfield creation guide. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So this guy, this person, kind of goes through and lays out like how many skill levels you need to max out the entire skill tree and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that he does provide, or they do provide down at the bottom here, if you haven't seen, is, what is this? Oh, physical, social, combat, science, and tech. Okay. Is basically a rundown of any and all the skills in Starfield. Now, some of it's a little bit speculative. Obviously, he doesn't, we haven't seen all of them, but this is someone that's like been around Bethesda games for a while and taken a lot of what is old what Bethesda's the skills that Bethesda's used in previous games, right? And so I'm trying to let me get down to combat because there is one that basically would answer your question that I think might be there. Social, still social. Is this still social? Social. All right, so combat. So there is one. It might be this one. It might be this one. And the expert tier of the combat tree. So let's go scroll down and see if that was it. There is one where it's like you can focus your aiming quite a bit. Targeting, maybe not. Combat, armor penetration, rank, crippling shot. This also might be it. Crippling shot might be your VATS. Milo might be your VATS. So we'll see. It just might be called something different. Headshot. Oh, this is headshot. Or he's thinking this is headshot. Okay. So I think it will be there. It might not be the exact way that it has Fallout VATS, but I think as far as the mechanic, it'll probably be in the game. Yeah, probably be in the game. So the other thing that was shown off this morning, which was really cool, they brought in Adam Savage, and there is his video here. I'll put this in chat real quick. There you go. If you want to save that link, but it's about an hour long. You can see it's about 56 minutes. But basically, they brought in Adam Savage, and I like how he has this little Savage shirt. It's like a space NASA type theme there, but with Savage on it. And they design out this ship, the Frontier. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, I have not got around to watching an hour of this because it just went live this morning. But I probably will be able to watch this sometime by the end of the week, just to see if they do drop any new deets. I doubt they do, but I thought that was really neat. What's really interesting, I'm gonna get caught up in the chat real quick. What's really interesting to me is how hard Bethesda is going on partnering to make Starfield themed. Well, yeah, there is a lot actually. That's another video I kind of want to talk. I want to get out, but there's a lot of merchandise, like Starfield merchandise. Some of it's not like official partnerships. Some of it's just like, I was trying to think. There's another one out there that, yeah, man, what was it? Let me just scroll down the Twitter timeline here. I'm sure I'll come to it. I think this is that PC original. I think this might have not been official partnered with Starfield. The jacket that was shown off. I don't. Maybe it was Joint Constellation Gear. Yeah, maybe it was because they're throwing out names and stuff like that. So, yeah, chairs, video cards. Yeah, dude, there was so much. I don't really care for the video card other than the fact that it looked damn cool. But yeah, even the shirt, the perfect companion, a cat robot. It's kind of funny. Anyways, so yeah, it was that was pretty cool to see that, and the final product. See, do they show the final product? I guess that's probably the best shot right there. It's probably the best shot of the final product, at least in this clip. I think it's pretty cool. Of course, they would bring on someone like Adam Savage from from the old school Mythbusters to do something like that. Pretty good partnership too, right? It's a lot of hype, waves. Maybe even certain weapons would slow down time, but hopefully something new. Ooh, that'd be interesting if you had certain weapons that had abilities to slow down time. That'd be pretty neat, Milo. Yeah. Ton of clothing too, jackets, hats, shirts, yeah, etc. Yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. And then obviously probably bigger news, but not that bigger news. Starfield has gone gold. Official preload starts for Xbox tomorrow, which is kind of interesting. Starts tomorrow, and then August 30th for Steam. August 30th for Steam. Now remember, early access players will be playing September 1st. If you're not on early access, it'd be September 6th. So yeah, I'm really jacked. I mean, that just tells you like we're that close. We're just that close. So what's really kind of interesting is we are pretty short on the timeline here, as we're going to get the dev Q&A today. I'm sure we'll probably get some more tidbits from Starfield throughout the week. I doubt we'll get stuff over the weekend. But then, like, next week, I mean, if you're not into Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 is going to have their State of the Game early next week on Tuesday, or not State of the Game, but their showcase for their next expansion, which I don't think I'm going to be getting because I'm not really enthused with how the game is right now, but that's going to be on Tuesday. So there's going to be that. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the following week, that's going to be Gamescom. And we know Starfield's going to be there. There will be devs there. They will probably be doing interviews. We'll probably getting tidbits of information. There will be a curated special video of Starfield there. Let me go bring that up actually from the oh man. See if I can Xbox at Gamescom 2023. See if I can find that real quick. Yeah, boom, this thing. Attendees. So Xbox at Gamescom, but down below here, we will have right here, attendees will be able to check out exclusive theater presentations from Bethesda's game studios, highly anticipated Starfield. So that's the only thing that we know that Starfield will be at Gamescom, is just this theater presentation. Was anything also speculated on flying in and out of planets like No Man's Sky? And there was, there will be no flying in and out of planets. Like, as far as flying in and out of planets, it's a cutscene. It's basically a loading screen. That's what it is. It's animated. Like, you do not have control over your ship while you go from planetary surface to space. Whenever you take off from a planetary surface, you will go to space. You cannot like hover, go around the planet, or anything like that. It is just moving around or going from planetary surface to space, and space to planetary surface. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but it's okay. Like there's other games that do that. So if you're really wanting that, I mean, there's other games that already kind of provide that. I think Starfield's trying to go for something different. You will be able to find us in Hall 8 of North Entrance. See below for the consumer show opening. So this is kind of like different. When the consumer is going to be allowed on the floor. Where is? I'm trying to see when maybe it's down a little bit lower. When they will have the live stream up. So here's the live stream info. There will be, I'm sure, some devs giving some interviews and stuff like that, and they'll probably be able to catch it on the Xbox live stream and stuff like that. So yeah, still not up. Oh man, I don't. Let me know what you think that they're going to drop as far as information on Starfield. I don't think that we're gonna get like crazy drops. I really don't. I don't expect we'll hear a whole bunch of new features or things like that. They might clear up some features if they're to like set expectations. Like if they think expectations in a certain area are a little bit out of control, I think they might help set those expectations a little bit lower, more realistic or whatever. But I don't expect a whole lot of new things to drop. There will probably be a ton of follow-up articles. Oh yeah, facts. There will be a lot of follow-up stuff. Due to in-person interviews with press outlets at Gamescom. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, probably not all of that will be streamed, or will be streamed maybe like on like IGN's stream or something like that. So yeah, it might take a little bit of time to find all the information that kind of gets out. I'm sure some of it will be like on Xbox's stream, some will be on IGN, some will be on. I don't know if Gamescom has an official stream that they kind of have and host, but they probably they'll probably have some of that. Ooh, man, there's like you know what? It almost feels like the information that we're getting about Starfield, even just this article, even just what this person did about the skill tree and the breakdown that they did is pretty impressive. It almost seems like so much information. It's like, dude, and Starfield's not even out yet. That's what's crazy. You mean written media, like Games Rant? Okay. I didn't think about that. Yeah, written. I mean, who does written media? Okay, boomer. You old guy. Hey, Diet, are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it through the live stream? Or are you gonna take a nap? Oh my gosh, that was so great to see this tweet go out today. The preloading. Is anything new here? No. 15 minutes prior, we'll open up no access. So it's 15 minutes prior. That's why I'm kind of waiting to see if this gets unlocked. Whatever it is, the Galley Starfield chat. I think this is all old. Yeah, this is all old. What does anyone think about multiplayer if it does get added? Yeah, that will not be there on release. I hope they add some form of co-op, down the line, maybe, part of an expansion or something like that. I know a lot of people don't want it. But I do also know, I was in a party the other day, talking with a couple of guys, this is like last week, and I asked them if they were interested in Starfield, and they're like, nope. As soon as they saw it was single player only, they just immediately turned off. Because they were like, yeah, we play games to play with friends. So yeah, there are a lot of people that are not down to play Starfield because it's single player only. So it'll be interesting to see if that is like on the feature list. There it is. Here we go. So it'll be interesting to see if, holy crap, they got 16 questions they're going to go through. Okay, so we got 16 questions. See if I can get. All right, there we go. Boom. I got in my before the chat gets blown up because it's already got blown up. All right, so we got Violet Light looks like gonna be the moderator OP in charge here. Will, lead quest designer, and ML, lead designer, are here to answer your questions about Starfield. Thank you to everyone who asked their questions last week. While we won't be able to answer all of them, shocking because they had thousands, we hope I don't know why I'm retarded right now. We hope you will enjoy hearing a little more about the world of Starfield. Please feel free to chat here throughout the event. Questions will be locked for chatter until the answers are posted, so everyone gets a chance to see. Nice. Okay. See them. Then we will open up chat to each post if you want to chat about the answers or ask follow-ups. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'll do my best to kind of watch the chat here. If you want to, let me know. Like, as the questions kind of come in. Give me like a Q3 colon, and then ask your question, and I'll do my best to drop it in as fast as possible. We'll see if we can get. If you have a question about something, I'll see if I can get that in. Yeah, that's okay. So we will be able to have a little bit of dialogue, I guess, with these guys. Is this the? Yeah, this is that. Okay, I'm gonna keep it here. Ted Tennyson. I think I said that right, Tennyson. Hey, if my character name is my captain, will Vasco call me captain, my captain? That's hilarious. That's good. That is good. You know what? And I'm wondering. That's a good point, because I'm wondering what are the limitations on Vasco calling you by name. Obviously, they don't want a bunch of bad publicity calling you Captain Dick Munch or some other variation like that. So, anyways, that's a good one though, man. Captain, my captain. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. Good callback to Robin Williams there. Man, everybody's just like doing everything they can to be first on some of these. Oh, they're just. Oh, is it just reactions? Is that all it is? Okay. We got 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I wonder how fast they're gonna go through some of these. Because I'm kind of thinking that they'll probably be done within maybe an hour and a half. And I might actually sit down if this winds up going on too long. Because I am standing up. Because I didn't want to fall asleep, Old man nap time. Why not? Codsworth and Fallout 4 could call you pretty much obscure names. Really? Wow. I did not realize that. I did not realize that. I didn't think that they would go full on like that. And I'm kind of curious. I guess I'll ask you guys. Do y'all know if there is like an AI type of modulator that you can type in whatever, or you can name your captain whatever, and like it'll basically say whatever. So obviously they're not gonna record. I'm not gonna post them here. Appreciate it. Oh man. All right. I'm just gonna open this up. That way we can see that first question drop. Is that? I don't know. Is that if? Let me know if that's good enough size for everybody. Everybody. I'll do my. Is there a way I can open in full view? Oh, perfect. Yeah, there we go. Full view. There we go. It's got that hooked on phonics AI logic. Bro, it could have me voicing it be hooked on phonics. That's funny. 2 sandwiches back to back here. So this is Starfield Super React. Starfield sandwich. They're literally the same. Are they literally the same? Looks like they're literally the same reaction. All right. Yeah, hopefully they're not doing this for like 2 hours. Hopefully we're done in like an hour, hour and a half. Man. I'm jacked. And I'm gonna be pretty honest. I'm really excited to play Starfield. I don't really even care about the dev Q&A. It's like, all right, can we fast forward? Can we get past all this? 2 weeks though. 2 weeks. 15 days. Calendar. Lindar. Boom. Just give me an August calendar. Sorry, I don't want you all looking at my calendar. So right here, August 16th. Friday, September 1st. Boom. 2 weeks, 2 days. 2 weeks and 2 days. Boom. That's what we got. We're not far away. We're not far away. Even those that are playing on the 5th, like, man, that's gonna be a long 5 days. I can promise you. Jeez, 5 days of just seeing Starfield stuff over the weekend. Like if you're one that's really wanting to play, ugh, that's gonna be brutal. That'd be brutal. Someone knocked me out, wake me up on the 31st. Yeah, for real. I agree with that. They didn't change anything here, right? Yeah, it don't look like it. Starfield full direct feature. Excuse me. Features. Yeah, they haven't really changed anything. Any new media? Age required. Here's all the Settle System videos. There's nothing even bad about those videos either. The concept art. This isn't even all the concept art either. All right. That's a poor people problem. Peasants can't afford that Starfield pre-order lifestyle. What are you talking about? It doesn't even cost that much. I mean, I traded my left hand for it. I just need my right one. Yeah, I guess if you had to give up a body part to play Starfield early, what would you give up? Probably not my left hand. I need both my hands. Give my left earlobe. That's what. My lower hanging left testicle. Oh. Okay. Boom. Q&A. Start. Boom. I'm not gonna put in the I'm not gonna put in the link to the live stream. Let's go to space. I wouldn't give up anything to play a game. What are you talking about? You gave up your eyesight, and that's all you do is play games. Fuxy's, man, I gotta watch how I say that name. Fuxy. I always said I would give up my legs if I had to give up body parts for anything. As a desk chair gamer who would happily live sitting down forever, it was a no-brainer. Cut me off with the feet. Yeah, what's the point of having legs if I never use them? Full view. Boy. What is this? So, oh, the France? Yeah, France. Russia. You got Russia? Are y'all busy right now? Brazil. Let's see, where else? Is this Germany? Deutschland? Are you going to ask the devs to make you a lieutenant instead of captain? Is your name Dan by any chance? I'm just glad someone is streaming this. Me and my friends are busy in Discord. Yeah, man. Yep, German. Okay. All right, thank you. That's just weird because it says DE, so I'm thinking like Deutschland. But yeah, I was like, that looks like the German flag. But yeah, okay. All right, so that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, J-055. Yeah, I just don't know why. I don't know why it's not like GE instead of DE. So weird. You can't. You kind of wouldn't think that there's a more important country out there with GE. Oh, what? Can we? All right. Question one. Question one. We got question one. Can we buy houses or property in main cities? And all the people that asked it. All right. There's question one. Where's answer one? It's incoming. I'm going to imagine the answer is yes. We'll see what kind of clarification they give us. D's for the way they pronounce it in German. Like der man? Is that how they say it? Der man? German. Der man. Dude, Americans, we're so uncultured. Especially Americans from the South. We're so freaking uncultured, man. Ridiculous. Foxy, you said, my question, which won't be answered, is will there be planet-to-planet flight? No jumps or loading. It wouldn't be a space game it wouldn't be a space game if you can't see the planet approach in real time. I do know there are a lot of people, and myself included, I am curious on how the whole space type of flying kind of works. I would kind of agree with you. Like, do you approach a planet, and how close do you need to get to a planet to land on a planet? Yeah, I'm very curious. I seriously doubt they answer that question though. But I yes. I would. I'm very interested to see kind of just how planets go from a small marble in the distance to, up close in your face. You're about to enter the atmosphere, and then how close do you need to get to a planet to land, to launch the land animation to a planet? Yeah, very interested to see kind of how some of that works. Because all we've really seen about space is really just kind of fast traveling. And that was one thing that I was curious about right before we got to the Starfield Direct was, will they show going from the surface of a planet all the way to the surface of another planet and kind of show what the entire process is and how that looks. So, the real question is, does it revolve more around the story or about the space simulation part? I don't think it'll revolve so much around the story. I think it's just gonna be an open sandbox. Go do whatever you want, but there's a story that kind of goes along with it. Dude, we should ask, is there tacos in the game? Since everybody's about that taco emoji. All right, we'll join in. I was number like 540. Space flight. My guess is star map to orbit, and from orbit to star map. No flight between planets. That's a bummer. Okay, here we go. Will Shin, first answer 1. Yep. There's housing in different cities that players can get. Some you have to purchase, and some are rewards for specific quests. That is cool as shit. That's cool right there. Some are rewards, not just purchases. That is freaking cool. Let me know if you have any comments about question 1 and the answer. I guess if there's anything specific that you want answered, but that is pretty freaking cool, man, right there. Some are rewards for specific quests. If it's like, yeah, if you go knock off this CEO, you can have his house. I guess I could see something like that in the city of Neon. You know, like, hey man, we got this up and coming business CEO over there. He has a really nice villa. If you can go knock him off, we'll give you his house. We'll give you his house. It's like dope. All right, so that's pretty cool. It's not just purchasing. You're not going to just have to purchase different homes, but but this also does clear up. Yes, you will have to purchase homes. So very cool. Wilshin, thanks for answering that. That is pretty cool to see. And also, the other cool thing is different cities. So it's not just also. Oh my gosh, the main city, New Atlantis. It's not just New Atlantis. We saw a little bit of that in that one settled system video last week for New Atlantis. That was pretty cool. Okay, Flexi, you said the answer was obvious since it's a BGS game. I think every BGS game has had this. Yeah, the thing that's kind of interesting here that I'm going to kind of hit this real quick. Main cities. We know of 3. Is there more than 3? They won't answer that. I know that. I know they won't answer that, so I'm not even going to worry about asking. I'm not going to bother. So, and the reason why I'm kind of curious is, I know that they've had that in different games, but maybe to the extent of the variety that's going to be available in Starfield be pretty cool. Emil, sure can. You can purchase a dwelling in all the major cities in the game, and there are at least one that you can get specifically for completing something. Okay, so they basically they both confirm. Yes, sure can purchase a dwelling in all the major cities in the game. Again, this whole major cities thing, like, I really want to know if there's more than 3 in the game. There are at least one, and this is another thing. At least one that you can get specifically for completing something. So in some of these cities, there might be more than one different homes that you can get for doing some quest. Very cool. Very cool there. Okay. I might need to, what I'm gonna do is actually open up split view so that I can see if they actually, oh, yep, we got question 2. Question 2 here. Okay. You are welcome. Glad to be streaming it. Glad you're here. Let me know if, oh my gosh, they were like, oh, we're going rapid fire now. Okay, here we go. Question 2. If we get the kid stuff trait, will our parents be generated based on our character's look, or are they standard parents put in place? What benefits might there be? All right. Will Shin, answer. Our programmers on new face tech. Okay. Our programmers, trying to wrap my head around some of how he kind of words this. Our programmers on our new face tech were excited to make a function that could try to match your custom face and then create the 2 parents. Okay. So they are based on what your character looks like, although the specific math involved is a bit beyond me. Oh, fair enough, man. That's why we hire different people that are more skilled than we are. We had similar tech in our previous games. Okay, so he's kind of. Let me read Mel's part, and then we'll kind of talk about that in a sec. Yes, totally. Just as we did in Fallout 3 with your dad and Fallout 4 with your son, in Starfield, if you take the kid stuff trait, your parents are based off you. No spoilers, but I think fans will really appreciate the actors we got to play those roles, and they just get so into it. I was thinking that "so" might be an acronym for somebody. Yeah. They just get so into it. It's awesome. And yeah, you can get stuff. So the parents will give you stuff. All right. So very cool. Let me open up split view so that we can. Okay. So that was question 1. Question 3 here. So we're gonna keep going. I'll try to keep up with chat, but I'll try to keep reading these because we can also just recap at the end. Open full view. Okay, question 3. For those of us who've never played a BGS game, that's me, and we'll be starting with Starfield, what information should we know that will make the experiences more impactful right from the start? How deep should we go into creating our character's backstory before we start the game? It's actually a pretty good story. Pretty good question, especially for me. Emil. We got several answers here. Okay. Emil says, well, we always make our games for fans, both old and new. I'm in the hybrid. I'm in the old and new. No, I'm kidding. I'm just straight up in the new. So you can jump in. So you can jump in without ever having played a Bethesda title before. Will Shin. While we do start you off in the same spot, what happened to you before the game starts is totally up to you and your canon. Okay? And your head canon. Okay. All right. Emil. But we like to look at it less. All right. But we like to look at it less as playing a game and more about living in the universe we created. Okay, I kind of get that. So settle in, go at your own pace, and pretty soon you'll all learn the systems and be adventuring through the settled system the way you choose. All right. So yeah, Diet, you kind of asking earlier, is it going to be geared around the story or is it going to be geared around, gameplay? I think it's kind of like, hey, you can play however you want. There's a story that kind of goes along with it if you want to play the story. But it doesn't seem like that. It's not going to be forced. Will's also adding in on some of the answer here. There is a trait and background system that will let you specify more about yourself, but you can also select an anonymous background and no traits. Oh, no traits if you want. All right. I was kind of curious about this. We do know we'll be able to select up to 3, but I didn't know if we had to select 3. So now that they're confirming you don't have to select traits, you can also select an anonymous background, which would be kind of cool as you're going through playing the game. That would be pretty cool. Trying to figure out what kind of like a guessing game of what your background is as you kind of go through the game. Will, in terms of if you've never played BGS game before, try anything. We're a simulation as well as a role-playing game. So we try to support the player doing what they want as much as we can. All right, that's very good to hear. Emil, as for going into a character's backstory, that's entirely up to you. I'm all about that headcanon. All right, so Emil's about, making his character, the head, the face, like what you see the character face. That's what he's about. He's about the headcanon. For example, my latest character is a working schlub named Mick Dombrowski. He's a husky, good-natured space trucker, and while I wonder if that's the space trucker guy that we actually saw in the direct. Anyways, and while he'll do whatever he needs to defend himself, he'll never shoot first. Okay, he'll never shoot first. He's like Han Solo's sweeter older brother. And yes, there are traits and backgrounds that support that kind of thing. Okay. Very cool. All right, I know they're just kind of like rapid fire dropping bombs here. We do have 4. I might come back at the end. I mean, I didn't realize they were gonna like scatter as far as like answering stuff. Let me open a full view. Okay. Question 4. Is that what you're talking about, Diane? Oh, it's like the mental makeup of your character. I gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. How will the smuggling cargo system work? Can we hide it somewhere on the ship and sell it for more currency later? Will says, all right, here we go. Smuggling in Starfield. Because we have a bunch of degenerate drug lord wannabes out here. Certain items are considered contraband, and you'll need to smuggle them past security ships that are in orbit of major settlements. Okay. There are specific items that are considered contraband, meaning they're pretty much illegal anywhere. And yes, you can hide them using special ship modules you can purchase. Special ship modules. So don't get caught with those harvested organs. Oh, what? So there you go. Special ship modules. I'd imagine these are probably just going to be like cargo ship modules, but they're going to be special cargo ship modules, like smuggling cargo modules and stuff like that. Very cool. So basically what I'm kind of taking away with this, even though like we've seen a lot of the different modules that you will be able to, module categories, I'm using air quotes, module categories, there are going to be special modules that kind of go into those categories. So very cool. Okay. And then, harvested organs. Okay. So harvested organs in the game, confirmed. Book it. Put that on the thumbnail. There's always a black market for organs, by the way. There always has been. The economy is fixed, but prices of bought and sold goods can change based on the skills you choose. All right, so there's no like economy fluctuations, it seems like, then in Starfield. Maybe that's something that they add later with new features or whatever. So I'd be curious if the economy's fixed in the entire space of Starfield. Like if you buy a sandwich at one vendor for 100, you can sell it all the way across the galaxy at another vendor for 100 or whatever that buy and ask, the buy and sell differences, whatever. So it seems like the economy will be fixed, Gavin. A fixed economy was expected, but it would have been cool if different systems had different prices. Guess I'll have to wait for a mod for that. Yeah, it'd be curious to see if maybe that's maybe not on like a feature that they maybe want to bring down the line. We do know that there will be features that they do bring down the line. But prices of bought and sold goods can be changed based on the skills you choose. Yeah, so the bought and sold, we do know with like currency, I think that's the currency skill, that the price you buy at, the price you sell at, they will actually get tighter. So instead of buying something at 125 and selling it at 75, you can actually buy it at like 115 and sell it at like 85 as you rank up, said skill like currency or something like that, or market or whatever the skill is. Okay, so that's question 4. Let's go see if we can find question 5. Oh, way behind. Look at that, they're already on freaking 7. Way behind. All right, will there be a jail system if we commit all right, will there be a jail system if we commit crimes? Okay, Will Shin. Yes, you can elect to go to jail or pay a fine when you're arrested, or even resist arrest and try to escape. All right, there you go. Jail system confirmed. I think it was most likely. I mean, most people probably were expecting that, as they kind of showed off very briefly in the Starfield Direct. Jail cell. Emil saying, "Yep, the settled system is more like Skyrim than Fallout 4, Commonwealth in that regard. You bunch of criminals." All right, man. He's calling us criminals out here. Give me my money back. Where's my money, bitch? Oh, man. There's civilizations. All right, hold on. There's civilization, there's government, and there are laws. And in a couple cases, we actually explore the themes of crime and punishment in our futuristic universe. Okay. All right. Very cool. I think that was 5. Going on to 6. Question 6. Oh my goodness. Will time pass when not in the game? For example, will my trade routes, outposts, mining operations continue to produce, or does that only occur while actively playing? That's a good question. The sim only runs while you're actively playing. No sleeping on the job. There you go. Will only playing while only actively playing. Will only when actively playing. All right, there we go. So question 6, there you go. All right, question 7. I was kind of surprised that they're going as fast as I thought they were going to go a little bit slower. Can you be a double agent in the game? For example, if you join the United Colonies, can you also join the Crimson Fleet and give the United Colonies information? And what factions have the feature if they do? I doubt he probably answers that one. All right. Will Shin says all of the playable factions can be completed independently. Yeah, I think we kind of knew that. Emil says, "Ha, that is exactly what you can do. Infiltrate the Crimson Fleet for UC System Defiance. It's specific to that quest line." Oh. So UC System Defiance actually has a quest line. It is actually part of that quest line to actually infiltrate the Crimson Fleet. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay. Will also adds, the Crimson Fleet storyline does feature you being an undercover agent inside the fleet on behalf of the UC System Defiance, a specific military branch of the United Colonies. But whether you betray the fleet, but whether you, but whether you, Jesus, but whether you, but whether you betray the fleet or you see the system of defiance is a choice you will get to make. Okay, so even though infiltrating Crimson Fleet on behalf of the UC System Defiance, you will then have a choice which one you're going to actually betray. Is it going to be Crimson Fleet or System Defiance? Okay. That's bad. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. ML, in the studio, I have been, half jokingly, accused of referencing movies that some folks have never seen. Because I'm old. Oh, because I'm old. Because I'm old. All right. So with this particular plotline, the inspiration was very much the movie Donnie Brasco, which is the true story of an FBI agent who infiltrates the mafia. How far will you go? All right. I kind of like it, man. I kind of like it. Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. I'm salivating just from getting all this information. It's like a big fat steak right in front of my face. Question 8. Depending on traits selected during character creation, will it at all be possible to play through the game in a pacifist mode, i.e., without killing anyone, or even potentially anything? Will with the answer. I can't guarantee every mission can be completed in a pacifist mode. But we do have a couple of systems that will help. Email adds. So we talked about this very early on during pre-production, whether or not we would fully support a non-lethal playthrough. We realized that for various reasons, that wasn't totally feasible. Okay, so there you go. Both these devs kind of confirming that it's not exactly gonna happen. Seems like for the most part you can stay pretty passive, but it seems like you will want to have at least one gun on you. At least one gun. Will adds, one system is our speech challenge game. One system is our speech challenge game where you can persuade someone to do something like not fight you. Okay. Kind of talking about the speech challenge. Basically getting people to not be as aggressive. All right. Email adds, now that being said, there are some good non-lethal options, whether through dialogue or by using a non-lethal weapon. Those can be used in certain situations. Honestly, a lot of situations. Though I can't comfortably say you can complete the entire game without killing whatsoever. Okay. The settled systems is mostly civilized, but it can be a dangerous place if you're going off the beaten path. And you're absolutely going off the beaten path. Basically emphasizing going off the beaten path. Gotcha. Will adds, the speech challenge game is added in specific script moments, and we try to add one into most quests where important characters confront you. And we try to add one in to most quests where important characters confront you. Okay. Okay. That's actually really kind of cool. Yeah, pacifist, not exactly 100% pacifist in Starfield, confirmed. All right. Question 9. We're not even getting close to caught up. Question 9. What are the beliefs and basic history of the religions we can join? Sanctum Universum, Enlightened Great Serpent. Emel. Okay, so this one. Seems like there's I think some people are drinking some Kool-Aid in the office with the way he kind of answers that. Will says, yeah. All right, Emil, existing in real life religions are part of Starfield's universe. Okay, interesting. With folks of all religion and denominations out there, but we don't really focus on them. Instead, we highlight 3 new ones specific to the game. Okay, so it seemed it. Oh, dang it. Okay, so it seems like he's saying current religions that we have in our world nowadays will be will be in the game, but it doesn't seem like you'll come across it, but it's not going to be like a major part of the game, except for the 3 they were kind of talking about up above. Will adds, the Sanctum Universum is only a couple decades old in our timeline, but has gained a lot of prominence. Okay. They believe that God is out there somewhere in the universe and that humanity's ability to travel the stars brings us closer to God. All right. Emil, dude, now I know why their initial reactions were the way they were. Emil adds, Sanctum Universum, the members called Oh, okay. So Sanctum Universum, the members are called Universals. Believe that God very much exists somewhere in the universe. Believe that God very much exists somewhere in the universe. Okay. That a higher power is guiding us all. Specifically, they believe that humanity's ability to travel the universe and grav jump is God's way of saying, I'm out here, come find me. Okay. All right. Okay, Will says, the Enlightened are an atheist group that focus on humanitarian and community work. They believe that life is something every person has to take responsibility for, so that if we want the world to be a better place, we have to do it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Emil adds, the Enlightened, these folks are essentially organized atheists. They don't believe in any kind of higher power. Rather, they teach that human beings have to take care of each other. And they practice what they preach through various community outreach programs. House Faroon. Oh boy. All right. So we're going to get some crazy House Faroon methodology here. So in the game, you're not really sure what the complete truth is. But the gossip among the guards is that a colony ship sets off for a new world, making grav jumps along the way. After one of the grav jumps, one of the passengers claims he spent that time communing with a celestial entity known as the Great Serpent. Okay, so that's where we get the Great Serpent from. All right. What was a few seconds for everyone else was much longer for him. Oh, wow. All right. But he brought back a mandate, which is basically get on board or be devoured when the Great Serpent encircles the universe. Is it true? I ain't saying. So in the game, you sometimes face off against House Faroon Zealots as an enemy group. And that's their motivation. I recently got the House Faroon logo tattooed on my wrist. So yeah, I dig them. And who was this? Emil. So Emil's he's about this House Faroon life. So seems like he digging it, man. So that was question 9. Question 9, man, that was a long one. Jeez, a lot of answers there. Open. Oh man. Okay, so question 10. How many companions total will there be able to recruit? Okay. There are over 20 named characters that can join your crew. Over 20 total. Emil adds over 20 total, and we really focus on the members of Constellation. What Will said. LOL. All right. Okay. Will adds 4 of them are from Constellation and have the most story and interaction with the player, but all of the named characters have their own backgrounds and can follow you around and carry your stuff. Thank you. So glad I'm going to have a mule with me. That's great. ML adds, when we first began Starfield pre-production, we looked back at our previous games and realized how popular and effective the companions were. So there was a big priority for us, and we really wanted to tie them directly to the main quest. All right. There are some really big moments with them specifically. I should also mention that our companion voice casting is amazing. We haven't released the list yet, but you can be assured there are a lot of talented actors bringing those characters to life. Same for Constellation in general. Okay. So that was question 10. Moving to question 11. Are we getting caught up? No, we're still not. I think they're almost done posting questions, actually. Question 11. When we assign crew members to work at outposts, do we have to pay them salaries? Oh, yeah, this is going to be a good question. You have to pay them once. We actually experimented with paying them regular salaries, but ultimately decided to just have the one cost up front. Okay, so you will hire. It will be an upfront payment, not a salary. All right, cool. Will adds, yep, one-time payment that you can use the speech challenge game to negotiate over. Okay, so you can use the speech challenge game to actually negotiate maybe even a lower price. Some traits also affect the cost. ML adds, there's a lot to do in Starfield, and we wanted to minimize what the player had to constantly keep track of. So that's kind of good. Like, there's a lot to do, but, you know, wanted to kind of keep the constant having to manage things kind of down to a minimum. That's good to hear. Question 12. Right. Question 12. Will our companions be able to level up their perks? Will their perks stack with ours? Okay. Will's answer. All crews start with a set of skills at specific ranks. All right. Emil said, they don't level up, but they come at different ranks, depending on the companion. Okay. Will adds, so you might meet a character that's especially good at rifles, and you hire them to watch your back. Or you might meet an astrodynamics expert, that will increase your grav jump range when assigned to your ship. Okay, Emil adds, well, we call them skills in Starfield, and they do stack with yours when relevant. Okay. Some are there for the flavor. To highlight the companions, backgrounds, and interests, but you'll really feel the benefit of the ship and combat-related ones. Getting a boost to your shields or seeing your companion laying down fire with a weapon they're proficient in are pretty sweet moments. So that is pretty cool. Okay. So you're definitely going to be able to notice the difference in somebody that's, you know, proficient in rifles compared to somebody that's not. All right. I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, he said it's going to be noticeable. That's good. Oh man. Question. Lucky number 13. What are your favorite parts of the game? Email says shipping it, but seriously, folks. And then he'll probably continue down lower. Will says, I love finding content that I haven't seen yet or forgot about. Our games are so big that no one person is likely to have seen it all, even after all our passes and levels of review. All right. So even the devs are still finding new things in the game that they haven't kind of seen before. So that's kind of cool. Emil adds, because of my position, my experience is a little different than yours. I won't speak for Will, but personally, I've seen every quest line, every city, every major piece of content in the game at every stage of development. So my answer is colored by that. All right. So Mel seems like he's a little bit more hands-on. I mean, he's one of the top dogs for the game. So yeah, makes sense. For me, the real pleasure is seeing how they've all evolved into the versions they are today. The versions everyone here will play. Awesome, as it just went gold today. It's fantastic. I have a real soft spot for Neon. Getting that city nailed down took a lot of work by a lot of different people, and the result is really the cyberpunk settlement I always hoped it would be. That is great. I'm actually very intrigued by Neon myself. That sounds fantastic. I also love all the quest lines. I think they're all the best we've ever done. I think they're the best we've ever done. The designers on this project totally killed it. All right. Will adds, our quests really evolve over development, and it's great to see how everyone adds to them. Designers, animators, voice actors, lighting, everything. Very freaking cool. So that was 13. Oh, they're going to 16. Sorry, I thought they were going to 14. All right, question 14. What books or movies had a big influence on some of the quest? Okay, Will adds, I'm a history nerd, so I actually listen to a lot of podcasts like Hardcore History and the History of Rome. Emil adds, well, I'm a child of the late 70s and early 80s, and I have very fond memories of the sci-fi of that time. So let me think. All right, so he'll answer down below a little bit more on that. Will adds, while our game is science fiction, I like how historians can tell you about how human beings react to extreme circumstances, like war, famine, and technological breakthroughs. And you can imagine how we'd react to similar circumstances in a fictional setting, just at a grander scale. Okay. I kind of like this part. Historians can tell you about how human beings have reacted during different similar instances throughout time. Very cool. Email adds, Star Wars, OG Battlestar Galactica, Space 1999, Buck Rogers, Battle Beyond the Stars, Ice Pirates, and let's not forget the classic that is Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jardson. What? I've never heard of that. I don't even know if I said that right. Jardson? I think I actually saw that one in 3D. Okay. But also much headier sci-fi stuff like the writings of Arthur C. Clarke and Robert Heinlein. Or films like Contact, Interstellar, 2001, A Space Odyssey, and even Event Horizon. Contact scene, Interstellar. I never saw 2001, A Space Odyssey, and I've seen Event Horizon. So that's kind of cool. Interstellar, obviously, I think a lot of people have seen Interstellar. It's fantastic. In all of those examples, you realize that outer space is two things: a source of mystery and wonder, sometimes terror, and two, a giant blank page on which you can write any story. And we have written a lot of very different stories in Starfield. Very cool to kind of hear that, see that. All right. We have caught up to the question that they are currently on. Question 15. What are some favorite small details in Starfield to add to the immersion? Ooh, man, I bet they can go on forever on this one. Emil says, I think what I really love is that although humans are living in space and our aesthetic is very much NASA punk, this is a very lived-in universe. You can see it everywhere. Will answers, I look really closely at all our outfits. You can see seams, materials, especially on those spacesuits. Constellation members have those patches on their spacesuits, and they're tied into what skills they have. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty dope. I like the patches on the spacesuits. Like, that's pretty freaking cool. I was really jacked when Todd kind of confirmed that one. That was really cool. Email adds, everyone loves the sandwiches, but it's the books that are laying around, the notes on the bulletin boards, the environmental storytelling that our level designers and world artists are so good at. Yes, there is a lot of this. The books laying around, notes on the bulletin boards, and environmental storytelling, all that kind of stuff. They're all over the place. A lot of that. I've tried to zoom in on a lot of that stuff, and it's not readable. So hopefully, when we get into the game, a lot of that stuff will be legible, a little bit easier to read. Will adds, we also love buttons. There's a lot of buttons. All right. So anybody that likes to get in there and click all the things, you're gonna have a lot of buttons to click. Email adds, I'm a slow typer and somewhat typo obsessed. Totally love the work from I love it. He's typo obsessed, and then there's one right there. Totally love the work from our voice actors too, and the music and sound effects and clothes. LOL. Buttons. We do love our buttons. Oh, I do want to mention this. If you haven't heard about it, Adam Savage and team are building a filming model of the frontier. Yeah, this is a video that they released earlier today. It's about 56 minutes long. Have not watched this, but they basically 3D printed and made a model of the Frontier ship, the base ship that they've basically been showing off a lot in Starfield. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to be probably checking that out sometime here in the next couple days, whenever I get an hour to kind of watch that, see if they talk about any kind of new details in Starfield, especially maybe around shipbuilding or something like that. So it'd be kind of cool to check that out. Bringing in Adam Savage, one of the OGs with Mythbusters, is pretty cool as well. And that ship, man, and all the ships, the level of detail is insane. Yes. Yeah, man. Yes. All of that. Question 16. Looks like it. All right. Question 16. All right. Full view. There we go. Question 16. What is the history of the mechs? We know what the history is, right? They're dead. Now I can. All right. Emil says, ooh, the mechs. Good one. So we showed this a little bit in the animated short. Yes, they did. The mechs are leftovers from the Colony Wars. Note, it's Colony War and not Colony Wars, singular. Okay. That's a good clarification there. It is Colony War, not Colony Wars. So it is not multiple wars, like multiple colony wars that would kind of happen, but it's one colony war, and there was another war basically between the same two factions, but happened years before. That was confirmed on the timeline that they released earlier this week. All right, now that we're kind of caught up, man, we can stretch, see what they kind of type. I'm gonna go back to the main. Here. Did they add anything anywhere else? It doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. All right. Both sides, United Colonies and Freestar Collective, had mechs, but the Freestar Collective really mastered them. The United Colonies had mechs too, but they also relied on the controlled alien beast from their Xeno Warfare division. The United Colonies had mechs too, but they relied on the controlled alien beast from their Xeno Warfare division. So that is freaking interesting. The United Colonies. So basically, they took like Jurassic World 3 or Jurassic World, was it 2? And they weaponized them. But that actually, but they're saying that they actually did this. They literally took like Jurassic World 2 or 3. I think it's kind of in both of them and weaponized them. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Both of those were outlawed with the armistice that ended the colony war. All right. I'm not saying there's an old mech battleground. All right. Here you go. I'm not saying there's an old mech battleground in the game. I'm typing it. All right. So I think we kind of knew that, as we did see in the Starfield Direct, one of the characters walking not in the Starfield Direct. I'm sorry, it was not in the Starfield Direct. It was in the oh man, which one was that? It was the Jesus, I'm looking it up real quick. The trailer. It was the trailer that was released the same day. Yeah, the official gameplay trailer. In there was a brief, like 2-second shot of a character walking through by some mechs that were kind of broken and just kind of there in some field. So maybe that's what he's referencing here. So that is pretty cool. Are they allowing people to ask questions now? Hold on, let me go. Oh yeah, yeah, they opened it up to questions. If you got any questions, let's go on. Let me know, and I'll see if I can. I'll drop them in. Just let me know what question, where you want it dropped. I'm not going to go through all of this because I'd imagine these are going to get freaking nuts. What level of conservation for the dwellings purchased in cities similar to outposts? Holy cow. Okay. Whew, man, that was a lot. They went a lot faster when I thought they were. They went quick. I was really kind of impressed that they went that fast. All right. I'd imagine, yep. They probably fixed cause. I'm trying to get caught up on on the chat here in the chat. They probably have fixed cause. Let's say you need to sell something and have basically enough materials for your ship, just so it's not expensive. So it's not expensive on another planet. Who knows? Yeah, Jack Gold. This dude can honestly barely read what's happening here, bro. Yeah, I'm fucking retarded. Deal with it. Mr. Cactus got banned on the server. So looking at this here, glad you're here, man. Fuxy, planet to planet, seamless flying. Where would that be a good question to ask? I know it's not seamless. We do have load screens between planet to space and space to planet, but they didn't talk anything. Do you need to be within certain distance to land on a planet? I'll just ask world. All right. We'll see what they come back with. Anyways, what do y'all think? Anything kind of stand out? I think they confirmed some things. I mean, it wasn't overly like new features. Being confirmed in the game, but there was some pretty good little tidbits here and there. I think it's pretty. One thing that I actually think is going to be pretty cool is your parents' appearance. If you do select that trait, their appearance will change with how your character does look. Really freaking cool. Foxy, it wasn't that interesting for me, honestly. The questions seemed to be handpicked, 2 simple ones. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured it would be. I'll be pretty honest. I kind of figured it would be. I mean, they kind of cleared up some things. There was some pretty neat things, but yeah, I knew they wouldn't go crazy. Like, hey, this is a new feature. I knew it was going to be kind of like simpleton type stuff. I mean, just because it is what it is. Typically with these Q&As. Just the way it is. But I'm actually kind of surprised. Like they are essentially done in an hour. Within an hour, under an hour. I'm trying to look and see if I see them typing anywhere. I'm trying to just eyeball that, and I don't really see them typing anywhere. You still land on a planet where you have contraband, but not directly in the city. Yeah, they won't. They might be done answering. Honestly, they might. I mean, people just might. They might just let people drop questions. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to come back and answer some of this stuff. But it's kind of cool. We got some clarification on some things. Some things was actually sounded pretty neat. Like, yeah, the parents thing. Smuggling. The history of Mex was kind of neat. Buying houses, houses and properties. That was kind of cool. So some of them are going to be tied to quest. And some of the cities, there will be more than just, one, maybe more than one reward tied to a quest to get a property or something like that. Sounds like most of the properties are going to be purchased. What are some favorite small details? Yeah, the small details really kind of help build into that immersion. And it sounded like, even from this question and what their answers were, it sounds like they really focus on the details. And from what we've seen with gameplay footage and stuff, that has been very, very true. Like, it's just, the world looks fantastic. The aesthetics, the worn look that some of the stuff has, looks very, very cool. What was some of the other questions? What are books or movies that had influence? Yeah, that was that's a cupcake question. It's kind of cool to see like some of the stuff that was, where they got inspiration from. But yeah, I don't really care that much. Not too much, in my opinion. What are your favorite parts of the game? That was kind of cool. Still finding things. They're still finding things, except for Emil, who's basically had his hands in everything. It's been like the main game dev. He's basically seen it all. He's basically seen it all in some form or fashion. Will our companions be able to live up? No leveling up perks. No. So that was kind of good. I know some people have been asking that recently. No leveling up of perks, but they will stack with hours in the situations that are pertinent. Situations that matter. When we assign crew members to work at outposts, do we have to pay them salaries? No. Yeah, that was upfront payments only. Basically, they wanted to mitigate how much you actually have to manage in the game. when we assign crew members to work it out. Yep. How many companions total will be? So this is kind of interesting. There was, what they answer, 20? I believe it's 20. So there's 20 named characters, and I'm wondering if there's a bunch of random on top of that, because I think like they're asking about companions. So I think there's 20 named companions. That's not just talking about crew members. I think crew members can be random, but there's 20 named characters. So that's kind of cool. So I think there's quite a bit of variety there to kind of build out your crew the way you want, with obviously 20 named companions, and then the different variety of crew members that are out there. What are the beliefs and basic history of the religions? Yep, that was kind of an interesting, really weird and kind of fun read there. Just really crazy. Depending on traits selected during character selection, pacifist mode. Basically, pacifist mode. It is confirmed you will most likely not be able to do pacifist mode. They said you can go through quite a bit of the game, but not all of it without some form of combat. They said you can do quite a bit, but they did not want to commit to 100% pacifist. So it seems like there will be a couple times where you actually got to do some combat yourself. Can you be a double agent for the game, like United Colonies and Crimson Fleet? Basically, yes. And there was even a quest line for United Colonies to go into Crimson Fleet. And then you can kind of pick which side you want to help later on, Crimson Fleet or United Colonies, which is kind of cool. The other thing I kind of took away from this is the UC system of defiance. So with the UC, we know that there are several different factions now in the UC itself. There's the Vanguard, there's the system of defiance. So be curious to see just all the different factions that there are for the UC. But yeah, as far as being a double agent, that is going down the system defiance kind of quest line. There is a jail system if you commit crimes, if you want to break the law, whatever the version that is, and you can choose to run from said crime and authority, or you can get arrested, or you can choose to be arrested. Bail system, bond system, pay a fine, all that kind of stuff. So, kind of interesting to see how all that will work. But yeah, it is there. I kind of want to get arrested just so I can see how it is to kind of get out of jail. I just want to see how that works. How smuggling cargo system work. This was one really cool answer that we did get. I dropped a question here. Contraband. I'm up at the top. So, call with those right here. Special ship modules. So, we do know that there are cargo modules, right? So, we can carry cargo. But basically, ML here is bands that are saying that there's going to be special ship modules. Jesus. Can't get it out. And harvester organs are also a part of the game. So, kind of cool. Yep. Be curious to see, what the deal is with the special ship modules. I'm sure we'll find out when we get our hands on the game. That's pretty cool. For those of us who have never played BGS games, that's me. We'll be starting with Starfield. What information should we experience? What information should we know that will experience more impactful right from the start? Yeah, basically they're saying, hey, feel free to go do whatever you want. It's a simulation. Enjoy it. It's basically what their answer was. You can go do whatever you want. And then the kid stuff. Your parents are going to be able to look like, kind of your kid, like what they have some mathematical calculation in the game that basically will kind of determine what your parents would look like based upon the way you make your character. So pretty cool. So if you make your character look like an Asian person, well, your parents will most likely look Asian. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was really damn cool. Anyways, that is. Oh, let me see. Everything is locked, or is there a mechanic for like rare spacecraft? If you destroy the supply value, goes even more up. No, dude, there's no supply demand metrics. It seems like they basically fixed the economy. It's not a fluctuating economy. It's basically what he's asking. Yeah. All right. That seems like that is your dev Q&A. Took about 50 minutes to kind of go through that. Let me know if you have any thoughts, but I think that's probably mostly it. Oh! Alright, hold up. We got emails typing here. Okay, we got a little bit more from Emil. I don't really want to... what question is this? Question 7, double agent. Alright, this is the double agent question. So this is question 7, the double agent. And Mel also did add, I don't really want to spoil anything, so all I'll say is you have specific roles, jobs, missions in the faction quest line. The Freestar Collective and United Colonies are giant organizations, and the work you do for them is important. But it's not like you gain complete control of those factions at the end of those quest lines. Okay. So it seems like they're pinning. I imagine they're probably pinning. Yeah. Maybe they're pinning. Thinking maybe? No. I'm just not seeing it. Trying to get back to where... There we go. As for whether or not the UC will be violently angry with you if you ultimately take the Crimson Fleet side, yeah, they ain't happy. So, okay. So there will be some repercussions a little bit if you do decide to take the Crimson Fleet side. I wonder if that's the only way you kind of get into the Crimson Fleet is trying to be a double agent for the UC system, whatever group, little mini group that is. If that's the only way into the Crimson Fleet, but I'd imagine it's probably not. Imagine it's probably not. Mel. Oh, here we go. Trying to see where the pinned messages are going. Is this how you get it? Question 7 pins. Okay, this is how you open it up. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay, got it. I don't know. Do y'all want to go through all the pins? I don't. I mean, I don't think they're going to give any new information. So, fair enough. I think that'll be good. What do y'all think? Just a bunch of floof For the most part, it kind of is. I kind of thought it would be going into that. I didn't think they would answer a lot of feature type questions. Some of the stuff was kind of neat though. Definitely the part about homes and properties in different in various cities, and you can get multiple. There's kind of like different. There's multiple ways to get access to homes and properties. You can get some through the buying them, and there's some you can get through quests. And it sounds like there's multiple that you can get through quests on certain cities, certain main cities. So, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll go cut this up. I'll make a video of it for those that didn't get to be here and go through it. Did y'all like how this went? Let me know. If you didn't like how it went, you want me to do a little different next time? Shoot, next time we'll be playing the game. What are you talking about? I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if they'll do it again. Probably not anytime soon. Maybe when they get to maybe doing like the next expansion or something like that. They might do something like this again. So, yeah, it was really cool. I kind of enjoyed it. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Take care. Enjoy it. And I'll talk with y'all next time. I'll cut this up and get this out. That way, those that didn't see this, they can share in the delight of the knowledge they dropped. Whether if it met your expectations or not, it was kind of neat to kind of hear, especially some of the minor stuff. So, guys, take care. Have a great day.